The University of KwaZulu-Natal Centre for Creative Arts in Durban has been hosting the 19th annual JOMBA Contemporary Dance Experience, and today marks the closing day for that event. This year's event opened its doors for local and international dancers from cities such as Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town. And then, of course, from further afield, we're looking at places like Holland, Germany and the West African country of Benin. The dance festival has also extended its helping hand to Down syndrome young adult dancers to also showcase their talent. Well, to come in and share this year's experience, I'm joined from our Durban studios by the event's artistic director, Leanne Lewis. A very good morning to you, Leanne. Well, today marks the closing day of the event. Yes, good morning. The event closes today. Talk to us about what's been happening, what's taken place over the last 2 weeks.
It's been an amazing explosion, actually, of contemporary dance and of a city who's really come out to come and support the event. So it's been an amazing 2 weeks, actually, where we've had performances every night at the Elizabeth Snedden Theatre, but we've also had a whole lot of youth development, a lot of workshops going on. So it's been like, I think in some way we've watched Durban dance. It's been a really beautiful event. We've also played host to some amazing guests from around the country, people like Thandazile Sonia Radebe, the Standard Bank Young Artist winner, who's come and shared her work on our platform. We've had artists from Cape Town, but also particularly in our focus around supporting our continent. We've had an amazing choreographer called Marcel Gabef, who's come from Benin, who not only performed but taught workshops and did a residency. So it's been an amazing meeting of Africa and of our continent and of our country and of our city. So it's been really beautiful.
Now, this year marks JOMBA's 19th year running. Tell us about how you've managed to sustain it for almost 2 decades and attract, all dancers from all walks of life to come and be a part of this spectacular event.
Well, I mean, I think that there are spaces for art are closing down in the country. So I think this dedicated commitment to try and keep a space for contemporary dance open, and we've managed to have amazing support. Of course, we are funded primarily by the city, our own city of our metro, eThekwini Metro. We are situated at the University of KwaZulu-Natal, so the festival also has a focus on supporting education, learning, community engagement, and I think those are some of the connections or partnerships that have kept the festival sustained. And I think people always say, how come JOMBA survived? And I always say, well, you survive in the arts just by really putting a lot of love into it, a lot of love, a lot of work, and just making space for artists to really speak and to be what I always believe, the conscience of our nation.
And Leanne, what was the significance of also increasing the footprint beyond just the borders of South Africa to countries like the Netherlands, Germany and Benin? And what impact has that had on your project?
Well, I mean, the festival, we try and always include some kind of international element to the festival. It attracts different kinds of audiences. There is excitement when people come from other places to share the work. And I mean, what is particularly beautiful this year is both the German company and the company from the Netherlands fundraised for themselves. So they actually funded themselves to come to the festival, which was really a big help in helping to host them. But the impact is huge because they bring a different sense of dance, they bring a different sense of style, a different sense of training. And part of the impact is not just that we watch the work on the festival, but that these amazing artists do workshops, they run residencies. So there's literally a kind of physical body-to-body connection where, I mean, yesterday I watched some of the Netherlands dance company, Intradance, teaching a workshop to over sort of 50 young dancers in the studio, and just watching these dancers eager and hungry to learn, and this amazing fusion of kind of lives and beings and dance styles. And I think that, every time somebody comes, no matter where they're from, we learn, we grow, and it's just part of really just increasing the kind of longevity of this amazing art form and, of course, of the festival.
Now, one of the showstoppers this year of the JOMBA experience is the cardiac output that is performed by 4 dancers with Down syndrome, together with the Netherlands-based Intro Dance company. Tell us all about that. It sounds like a really special, heartwarming addition to what you do.
I mean, it's been an amazing project. What's happened is the choreographer Adriaan Lutijn from Intradance in the Netherlands has spent the last 2.5 weeks working with a local Durban dance company called Flatfoot Dance Company, and he's worked with 4 professional Durban-based dancers from Flatfoot with 4 dancers that have Down syndrome. And there's been an encounter of getting these dancers to work together. So it's what we call integrated dance. It's the idea of working with special needs but able-bodied or kind of professional dancers. And it's been the most extraordinary learning experience for all of us, this idea of, you know, thinking about special needs as less than and always focusing on what people can't do. And as I've sat through and watched some of the rehearsals, I've been amazed at realizing that when we deal with disability or special needs, that the focus should be on what people can do and on what is possible. And I think this project is really interesting because it's not therapy. It's not of course there's therapeutic elements to the project, but the Dutch choreographer Adriaan was very clear that he was making an art project, that he was going to make some kind of artistic encounter that celebrated difference. And, you know, part of the mandate of the JOMBA Festival is this politics of decolonizing ownerships and spaces and who has the right to dance. And honestly, I've never seen this in practice as beautifully as it is in this project, where you see people with special needs working with professional dancers, and eventually towards the end of the process you're not sure who's leading who and who's doing what, and just this amazingly beautiful piece of work that is an artwork. And it's witty, it's funny, and it's been a lovely 3-way partnership. And the JOMBA Festival is delighted to be hosting what I think is an unprecedented project in this country.
Fantastically, and well, I have no doubt that you'll be closing off the event with a bang. Thank you so much for your time. That's Leanne Lutz, the event's artistic director, and was speaking to us about what the 19th annual JOMBA Contemporary Dance Experience had in store for us in the past week, as well as what's in store for us at the closing day, which is, of course, today.